in today's video, we're going to take you here to Bruza Bagels.
We don't know how to say it.
Yeah, but it's a new bagel place in Venice, Florida. So we're going to take you there.
And I think pizza.
Yes.
It used to be Brew Burgers, and we think it's the same company, but I don't know.
Yeah,
the
just
color
because
scheme's
they took
similar.
the brew
Yeah.
part of it, but it could be brew from coffee. Too.
Yeah.
It's a coffee shop too. So.
Yeah, and we were never to Brew Burgers, so we can't really compare. It was a last minute decision, so we're gonna check it out.
Let's go.
Let's go. What kind of a bagel do you want to use?
You can pick, because I'm probably just gonna get something basic. Jalapeno, and this is I don't know.
The Meatzilla one or whatever, I forgot what it's called. That's probably not even the right name. That's the Garden State one, I think. Holy cow, that's a lot of veggies.
And the coffee. What was the coffee called?
It was iced coffee called Island Crack because it's got coconut and cream in it. We used oat milk. All right, first bite.
I think I'm gonna leave that one for last because that's the jalapeno. So this one. I think this was mine, right?
Yeah. And she got no sausage on it, so
Yeah.
it's a little different than the standard. Isn't standard in any way because it's a bagel pizza. Is it good? 1 to 10?
I don't know. It's just so different. It's really good though. Like, I think I would give it a 10 just because it's different. It's a bagel, but it's pizza. You want me to try yours too?
Mm-hmm.
It's mushroom on there.
Yeah, I know. I figured since I'm eating most of it though.
I would give this one a 7.
Okay.
Maybe a 6. Probably a 6.
Okay. This one's got jalapeno on it. I forgot the name of this one already.
It's big.
It's ham. It's like basically a breakfast sandwich that's ham, cheese, I think, and egg, and then jalapeno also. So it's probably gonna have a little
Kick to it.
kick. It looks good though. It's big.
It's really big.
It was like $5, but for how big it is, it seems worth it.
It's kind of salty. I think it's because of all that ham.
Drink.
It's pretty good. You can really taste the coconut in there.
This is the whatever pizza one. That's really good. It's just like pizza, but with the ham and being on a bagel. Garden State. Gotta say it with a.
That's what that one's called?
Accent. Garden State, I think so. That one's good.
Really?
I
That was my least favorite, I think. But I think it's because of all the ingredients that I don't like on it.
There's like a little oregano flavor in there, I think, and yeah, it's really good. I like that one a lot. Jalapeno bagel. A little spicy. Not too spicy though. For some people, maybe. Really good though. I give that 7. This, I don't know if I have more bites, but probably at least an 8. Maybe a 9 or a 10. That's really good. Probably an 8 just because of this, like, it's so spicy you can't just like wolf it down. Really, really good flavor. Just, yeah.
Coffee.
Yeah, the coconut comes through at the end. Really good. I give it a 9. It's the coconut. Like a lot of times when you get even with coconut milk drinks, the coconut doesn't really come through, but it does. So I could see myself getting this again. Final thoughts on Bruza Bagels.
It was really good, actually.
The vibes are cool. Unique food. That's big for me, and it tastes good. So definitely in contention for one of my favorites right in Venice.
Yes, and this is actually on the island of Venice. We're really close to downtown. We'll show you here the area that we're on. It's like a little shopping area. I mean, not a lot of shopping, but there's a Publix and a thrift shop and other stuff, so we'll show you here.
Yep, and we're close to the beach too. Probably about a mile and a half tops. So since we were in the area, this is right by the pizza bagel we just went to, we figured we'd go to the Elephant's Trunk thrift shop because there's a lot of thrift stores in Venice. So we figured let's check out a couple of them for you guys. Lots of them in the area, lots of like on top of your typical Goodwill. So.
Dude, you're not even old enough to remember that stuff. Come on. It's way before this time.
Still young enough to, or tasteful enough to appreciate it. Thank you.
So we're at stop number 2 for thrift stores, and this one's the one called Humane Society. We've never been there, and we're not really looking for anything in specific. We just wanted to check them out.
And then after,
Goodwill.
Goodwill's right in the same strip outlet. Making friends for life.
It was a different one, but the collection like that.
So here's what I got. I'm not gonna pretend to know all of his music, but I know Time in a Bottle and one or two of the other songs on here. Classic stuff. And then 75 cents. At Goodwill, I've been looking for some wrist or ankle weights. These are like probably 1,000 pounds each. So I'm gonna easily work out with these. $5, that's a deal. And then this body blade thingy, it like has resistance when you bend, and it does like this wobbly stuff. Definitely needs to be cleaned up. But this is like 100 on Amazon, $5, Goodwill, good stuff. We decided to stop at the jetty since anytime we're really near the jetty, like within like a 3-mile radius, 2-mile radius, we decide to stop over.
And we actually do end up coming here quite often. Like sometimes we'll just drive here because we want to see the sunset or just hang out here. There's a lot of sitting actually. We've bought food and just brought it here and eat it here, and a lot of people actually do that too. Pretty cool spot for that.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll have people playing guitar over here. You can see the shack right there, the convenience stand. I always forget the name of it off the top of my head. Jetty Jacks, yes. And they have hot dogs and stuff there, and sometimes they'll have musicians playing there. But red tide is in effect right now.
Yes.
And as you can see, the water's not as pretty because of that.
And I mean, it affects some people more than others, but right now it's not, it's supposed to be bad, but it's not. Like, I don't feel it in the air, and I'm very sensible to it. And
I don't smell it either.
Yeah, I don't smell it. And a lot of people still go to the beach. It's really, you know, if you can deal with it, it's not a big deal, but it does affect some people. Like, I think it affects me more than it does you.
I think it depends on the person. And the way you could tell with red tide is, well, number one, the water doesn't have that pretty turquoise bluish color. Number two, it will a lot of times smell like a bunch of dead fish. Sometimes you'll see dead fish or other sea life. And also they say, like, for some people it can really affect your skin if you're in the water. So something to keep in mind, something that does unfortunately happen on the Gulf Coast. Just to give a quick explanation of what red tide is, because some people don't know what that is. If you've ever lived near a lake, even, a lot of people call it like an algae bloom, and that's basically what it is. And I guess what that does is I think it lowers the oxygen level in the water, so it makes it hard for a lot of fish to live. Some will die, float to the surface. So then that compounds with everything, and then you got the fish smell, other sea life will die, and it can cause a lot of respiratory issues. Sometimes it'll last, you know, just a day or two. Sometimes I've heard of times it'll last for months. So it just depends. And supposedly this time it happened because there was a big pollution incident up in Tampa. Again, I'm not going to say it is or isn't because I'm not an expert on it, but from our time living in Venice, that's what we've learned about red tide.
And last summer it actually wasn't bad at all.
Last summer I don't think there was any red tide. At least if there was, we weren't aware, and we were going to the beach all the time.
Well, and we didn't smell it or see any fish or anything.
Yeah, and the water was pretty all summer long.
Here where we're sitting at right now, we can actually see the North Jetty from here, which is in Nokomis. So it's a short swim across.
Short swim across, but like a 20-minute drive to get to.
Yes.
Just crazy, just because of the route you got to take.
Yeah, that area is also pretty cool, and they do have a restaurant there as well, which we'll show you here. Is it red or maroon building? Looks like maroon.
We'll go with like a clay red.
That's actually a little restaurant, like a shack.
Yeah, almost like a concession stand.
Yeah. And then over there is Snake Island, which the only way to get there is by boat,
and
unfortunately.
That used to have a lot more
trees
and stuff on it, and then they cleared it off and made it mostly sand, so I don't know what the plan is or if that's the way it's going to stay.
Yeah, I think it's a beach now. It had a lot of trees before, and now it's like a beach. You can see the sand and everything.
And in between the jetties here, and by the ends of the jetties too, sometimes, as we've taken you a few times on the channel, you can see dolphins sometimes, or manatees, which check out other videos if you want to see those.
Yes, and the jetty looks much prettier in our other videos, the water does. If you're looking to move to the area, make sure to contact me. I am a realtor here in the Venice, Sarasota County area. I'll have my information in the description box below.
If you found the video entertaining, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications. Let us a comment, let us know what else you want to see on the channel, and live breezy.